You're watching the Little League World Series Southeast Regional on ESPN. Warner Robins, Georgia, the site, Little League Southeast Park. Game 2 is on deck as North Carolina sets their eyes on Virginia. On ESPN Plus, Virginia now in the field, and Justin Lee on the mound. Mike, what can we expect?
Yeah, Justin Lee, fastball, mid-60s, good curveball, good changeup, but probably what makes him the best out there is his competitiveness. Coach Alan Bowden's he's tenacious out there, and whenever I hear tenacious, there's a guy that's going to battle you every pitch.
The lineup for North Carolina: Radford will lead things off, followed by Ryan Bass, Seth Evans, Joe Glover, the cleanup, Carter Adams, Tyson Foster hitting in the 6-hole, Sellers, Quinn, and Farrell, the 9th hitter for North Carolina. Wilson City Little League with their first at-bat here in Warner Robins. And Connor Radford leading things off. Radford is a speedster, and he is described by his coach as being the engine of this team. Makes everything go.
Walk it in.
Just initial impressions here, Justin Lee. Whenever I look at him, he just looks like a miniature big league pitcher. His mechanics are outstanding. Stays on top of the ball. You look at, I often get asked, can you tell, about players, and obviously there's so many factors about moving ahead and, what's going to happen, health being a huge issue. But whenever I look like a kid like Justin Lee and see the mechanics, right now he is on the right track of being able to get to the next level.
And Justin Lee did it absolutely everywhere yesterday. He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. He bats third for him. Yesterday you see him on the mound, 9 punch-outs. Only gave up 2 hits, gave up 1 run. But today we'll see him with the bat.
Virginia's so impressive on day 1. Can they continue their run here in Warner Robins? First pitch as they take on South Carolina is coming up next.
The only returner from last year's tournament smartly put that in his pocket.
Time called here, Justin Lee. His first at-bat. Plays with tremendous fire. Strong work ethic, too. Strike call. I really enjoyed watching him pitch yesterday, Mike.
Yeah, he was absolutely dominant. 9 punch-outs on the day.
Rocks this one to right field. This has got some carry, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Justin Lee. And Virginia is cut into the South Carolina lead.
Yeah, there's the excitement that I was talking about. This ball up, inside out, it's showing oppo power. Wow, he hit it a long way to the opposite field. Thought initially it might have just been a pop-up, but ball just continued to carry. Let your D help you. Throw your ground ball.
39th pitch for Irizarry. Justin Lee hits it hard again. Line drive and out of here. Justin Lee, second homer of the day. Virginia on top 5-3.
Well, Justin Lee hit a home run the previous at bat with a high fastball. This one, first pitch hook. And this is an absolute line shot. Just was determined. I didn't know if it was going to be high enough
certainly hard enough, but that ball get out of here in a hurry. Chris Berman would have gone back. He wouldn't have had the chance to go back. What a rocket.
Pressure is Justin Lee. Comes up now for Virginia, and Lee has just been incredible here today, Mike.
I'll tell you, it's been awesome to watch. High fastball, then this one a breaking ball. 2 swings. Total of 4 runs, 2 2-run bombs. I tell you, I might just roll it up there and hope it doesn't take a big hop.
Well, first base is open. 2 for 2, couple dingers, 4 RBIs. Oh, thrown at him that time. That's the duck.
The old curveball that didn't curve. You almost want to think 2-0. If you're going to be that careful, you might as well just walk. The worst thing you can say to a pitcher is don't make a mistake and don't give him anything good to hit.
Another ball scorched to left. They'll hold right there. Lee heads to second. Now they'll try and head home. Second and third for Virginia here. In the bottom of the 4th. And I think that Justin Lee, who just hit that ball for Virginia, he and Will Roan for Georgia have been the most impressive hitters in this tournament.
Well, it's just a lot of bat speed. That ball scorched in the left field. You'd think that Yates could score on just about anything. That ball was hit so hard. Got to the left fielder where there was no chance to score.
And we could have a change here. So Mike Noble will come out of the dugout.
This is Justin Lee with 2 out, nobody on. Justin Lee, an awfully big part of those wins. First 2 games of this regional, Lee has not been retired. 5 out of 5, 2 home runs and 3 walks.
Hey, talk it up, boys. Talk it up.
Virginia has 2 home runs. Justin Lee has both of them.
This is probably one of the smaller teams we've seen over the years at the regionals. And talking to Virginia, they were aware of that. In a sense, they use that as kind of a fuel. These are kids that play hard, that don't seem to be concerned about their relative size. Lee goes after a 3-0, and Justin Lee now has all 3 home runs of the regional for Virginia. 6 for 6. And Lee with a little high five from Kyle Rudolph at third. A good show of sportsmanship there. Crosses home with the first run of the semis.
Well, just a laser shot. I love how he goes right back up the middle. Return that pitch where it came from. And that got out of here in a hurry. That was out there in like 2 seconds.
Sounded as good as it looked, too. Strike 1 to Colton Hicks. 6 out of 6. 6 knocked in, 3 home runs in the regional. Justin Lee is a very confident kid. That was apparent from just a few seconds talking to him earlier today. And he has this Virginia team on the board first. From Georgia, a date with Williamsport is on the line. Come fly on down to 6-5 comeback over Georgia Monday. Well, Justin Lee got it started on Monday in this spot. 2 out, nobody on. First inning against Austin Davis. Lee blasted a long home run to center. Swinging away here, and he's down 0-2. 6 for 7, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 4 walks in the regional. So Lee has batted 11 times and reached base 10. Down 0-2 here, and he stays alive. We saw Justin Lee behind the plate on Monday. We'll see him on the mound this afternoon.
Austin Davis doing a nice job of changing speeds here in this first inning. And that's what it's all about. Try to keep the hitters off balance. Even though you don't have an overpowering fastball, if you can change speeds, mix your locations. Never allow those hitters to get into a groove and settle into one part of the plate and one velocity.
Another breaking ball, and Lee pounds this one. It is gone. Justin Lee does it again. Another first inning blast for Virginia's Big Bopper.
It's a good approach. Stay up the middle. Good things can happen when mechanics stay intact. And with his size and power, it's not too many ballparks going to hold him in.
Well, 2 days ago, it was a 3-0 count when Lee blasted off. He can do it all. He caught on Monday. He's homered in both games. And he'll start for Virginia, trying to send this state back to the Little League World Series with a regional championship. Back to the Little League World Series. It will be the first time in 25 years, and Justin's the man to do it.
He's got some good velocity in the mid-60s. Curveball and changeup to go along with the fastball, but perhaps the best attribute, tenacious out there on the mound. He's going to continue to attack hitters even when he falls behind. Showing it with the bat. Now he can show it with the arm.
Advance of this young man.
That bomb hit earlier. Just front foot down, timing perfect, and I love it. He hit it so well. It's like, all right, let me just look up the line because I know that's getting over the fence. Doing it on the mound. Doing it at the plate.
He did it again. Justin Lee up and away for Virginia.
Middle in. For a smaller team in Virginia, he's the big guy, and they're just hopping on his back and riding him to potentially to the Little League World Series.
Eight for 9, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 5 walks. Good luck.
Video game numbers there for the kid.
Colton Hicks out to center field. And Hicks gets in on the act. Virginia goes back-to-back, and nobody loves it more than Justin Lee. Five 2/3 innings without an earned run on the mound.
With the power on display, a pair of home runs for Lee this afternoon, and almost just a man amongst boys the way that he was getting it done on both sides of the ball. But he did get some help also with Chase Oaksgarden, home run for him, and then the back-to-back home runs that they had in the 5th inning. Colton Hicks right behind Justin Lee, but he was peppering the catcher's mitt with the fastball. Hitters gearing up for that fastball, throws him many times on the breaking ball, and just so dialed in today on a very...
Inagawa facing another 3-2. Inagawa pops it up. Coleman on the bag at first makes the catch, and Virginia is 1 out away. They will have to get that out with a new pitcher. Justin Lee has reached the limit. Here comes Alan Bowden.
You did it. You did it. You did it. Go get your first baseman ball.
What a day for Justin Lee. He'll get to run out to first. His Virginia team is 1 out away from pandemonium. The other outs, Virginia is Little League World Series bound. Here's Virginia is going to the Little League World Series.
Look at that embrace there, Justin Lee and Obsgarden. So this means a lot to these guys. They've worked hard. They've led this ball club. And maybe in some ways, Virginia, the underdog over Georgia.
There are some guys, though, that do hit the ball over the wall consistently, and one of them will be the starting pitcher for Virginia. His name's Justin Lee. He's a stud.
He is a stud, and he's going to have to carry them. He carried them here, pitched every championship game for this Virginia team. He is their A player. You got to have one of these guys on your team if you're going to go the distance. He pitched this way here, 16 Ks and 10 innings pitched, and oh yeah, 5 home runs, 8 for 10. That's an 800 clip. This kid is a stud. He's going to be the one that's going to take him to the promised land if they're going to go.
All right, that's the game that's going to be on the field. Julie Foudy. Yesterday, Rossi just put, when they watch today, they're going to see one of the perhaps future college major league players, and it's a real hard label to put on somebody, but just given the start that Justin Lee has had to this tournament, my goodness.
Well, I'll go all the way back to regionals. I mean, how about reaching base 16, 18 times? Like, I don't care how old you are or whatever level you're at, that's pretty good. 1-0 with 16 strikeouts and 10 1/3 in the regionals, and it kept going when he got here to the Little League World Series. Lee was a part of a 3-pitcher no-hitter for Virginia in the opener. He had 5 home runs in the regional, so the power's there. It's that Little League kid that can do everything. He's a little bit bigger, but the arm's different, the bat is different, and it's a reason why Virginia is in the spot that they are right now.
Come out of that Southeast region, you're dealing with teams like Peachtree City, which they beat a couple of times. You have to be really good. They're a team to watch, no doubt about it. Meantime, on the inside corner and behind 1 and 2. This Virginia team looking to make it 2 straight no-hitters to start the 2019 Little League World Series.
Noah's back there, though.
North Carolina in 2017, the first U.S. team to go back-to-back no-hitters to start. And they are joined by Virginia. Back-to-back no-hitters to start the Little League World Series. The 6th team to do it, the 2nd by a United States team. And congratulations to Justin Lee. We've focused on planes landing. Pittsburgh, Chicago. Lee just landed that Virginia plane as he throws his 54th pitch of the day. Pretty good.
Not bad. It was the last batter he could face if he was going to stay eligible for Wednesday, and he took full advantage of it. A couple strikeouts to end the day for Justin Lee on the day. That's 6 total in 4 innings. He also reached base all 3 times, scored all 3 times.
Yep. And the kids from Virginia who have a really healthy fan base here to join them. They just went over there and celebrated with them 2-0.